Hey guys, welcome back to James's Boat Build. I'm James, and today in this episode, I'm going to put together a year's worth of work that I did on the Schnook, a Glen L design, and it's a 21 and a half foot pilot house boat that I built in my garage. I took about 4 months, and I built these frames up, and I did it as best as I could, along with the breast hook, and they give you all the dimensions and the plans for that, along as the dimensions for the strong back, as you see here. I made it a rolling strong back so I could get it in and out of the garage. I set the transom up at the prescribed 14 degrees, and I went on from there, assembling the frames in place, temporarily bracing them as I go so they would stay put. The rolling strong back really worked out good, and it's something I really needed to do because I needed the space to build it outside, but at night I wanted to roll it in and, get it out of the garage so I could park my cars and whatnot, or I should say get out of my driveway. I gotta apologize for the resolution on this. I'm literally just recording my computer, going through a slideshow presentation of all the still photographs. If you want to see better, video, you should look at my other videos. There's me cutting a piece of wood, and the boat started to come together. The lower shears on that were a little bit tricky. I broke a couple of them trying to get them around that initial bend, but I think I was just kind of rushing it, to tell you the truth. The bottom part of the boat, the gunnel, which is really the top, was not cut to fit. It'll be cut to fit when I flip the boat. I used Marani plywood, the marine grade plywood. I really didn't pay that much more than a regular sheet of plywood, because at this time in the summer of 2021, plywood was just, outrageous. So it really benefited me to use the top best. That price didn't seem to affect the higher priced plywood. You could see how I just basically cut to fit, and that's how I sheeted the whole boat. And there's a good side view of it. And another view. Yep. The West System scarf joint made that. It worked out really well for me. And there, look at that. It looks like a boat. It's coming along just nice. Look at those lines, boy. I tell you, I love it. Nice keel all filled in with epoxy. And there's a nice view. Yep. It's getting there. The darker spots here are the low spots filled in with marine fairing compound. And then obviously it's shiny there because that was my first initial coat of resin. And then I scuffed it up and put the first sheet of fiberglass on. It worked out well for me. I'm just one person, so I saw fit to do it that way. Basically, they were mechanically bond together. There goes the first sheet, the first layer of fiberglass on. And then I'd lay it down and let it cure. Well, not cure, but dry. And then sand it up, scuff it up, and go ahead and put the next layer on. There's a good picture of the boat all sanded up, fiberglass. And there go, the second layer of cloth. A lot of work, but it's, to me, it's the journey. I like doing it. There's a nice picture, boy. It looks sharp. And then, of course, I put the strakes in, give it a little bit more linear, directional type of when it's running through the water. It'll give more lift, and it'll carve better in the water. I started with the two-part primer. That's a epoxy primer, and I ended up putting like 3 coats of that on. Basically, 1 gallon did the whole boat. And again, this is a 21.5 foot, 8 foot 3 inch wide beam boat. And that two-part epoxy paint from Total Boat really did it good. And there's the color. I went with Seafoam, and that was the first coat of paint. And I really like that color. That to me says Florida. There's a back view, or front view. That was the, I don't know if you could see, but right here, well, you probably can't see. The resolution is probably not that good, but that's where I switched rollers. And then today, I installed the bow hook and the drain plugs. And there's the last coat of paint. I ended up putting 4 coats of paint on. I had it. I didn't have to buy any more. There's the drain plugs put in. And I sealed those up with 5200. The 3M 5200 marine sealant is basically the industry standard when you're poking into the side or drilling through the hull of a boat, whether it's wooden, fiberglass. I mean, this is what you use. It makes a permanent water seal below the water. It's excellent stuff. It's not cheap, but boy, do you really want this product. Guys, there it is. 4 coats of paint, breast hook installed, all locked in there and sealed. They'll be there forever. At least I hope so. There you have a nice side view. I really like it. It came out really good. Is it perfect? No, of course not. It's not perfect. It has flaws. I'm not going to show you where the flaws are, but a trained eye could certainly see it. It's very good. It is very good. You can see my drain plugs are installed. I'll end up putting, just so it looks like I have a little bit more paint, I'll just touch that up to get the white out of there. And I have a couple little issues where I actually kind of missed, and it's right there. But anyway, it's minor little touch-ups. Ain't nothing like I gotta paint the boat and sand it over again. I'm really happy the way it came out. It looks good. It's very good paint, and the Total Boat wet edge really did the trick. You know, I'm not an advocate for any of these products, but I'm just telling you the stuff. Well, I guess I am an advocate for it. I mean, I don't get paid for, this kind of advertisement. I'm just showing you and telling you the products that I do use. And whether you use them or not is obviously up to you. The Wet Edge by Total Boat is just fine for a trailered boat. If you're going to have a boat that's going to sit in the water any length of time, like weeks on end, months, and you really want to put bottom paint on. So guys, look, that's it. I mean, there's the boat, and I'm really happy about it. It came out very well. I'm going to continue this series on with, obviously building the dolly for underneath. So when I do flip it, it'll have another device or another rig to roll it in and out of the garage. Then obviously at some point I'm going to have to buy a trailer and then a motor, and we're going to go through all that, and I'm going to, go ahead with the full build all the way into the water. So give us a thumbs up and like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. This is James. Y'all be good.